The National Security Study program it's amazing.
National Security Studies is, in a nutshell, the study of all the work that goes into defend the country.
Whether you're majoring in economics, or you want to be a lawyer, or a doctor, there's something in the national security world for that.
It's unique because it's the only one in Utah, and I'm pretty sure it's the only one in the Midwest region as well.
And there's none other with a director like Professor Ryan Vogel.
Professor Vogel is incredibly invested in his students' success. You get to do his undivided attention. He not only wants you to succeed in this program, but he also wants you to succeed in life.
One of the highlights of our National Security Studies program is the ability for students to take what they learn in the classroom and then go to Washington and see firsthand what the national security professionals and the other people that work in this area are doing.
It was especially beneficial to have Professor Vogel with his access and experience because he was able to give, I think, a lot better answers than you would get from any other faculty advisor because he's lived that work, and that lifestyle.
He worked in the Department of Defense for years and years. He worked at some of these places that we went to.
No other school that I know of in the country that does this. And there's other programs that will go and do more like the tours of DC, but nothing like where you get to meet senior officials and converse with them.
We met with members of Congress. We met with those who inform policy in national security. We met with heads of NGOs.
We got to go inside the CIA, which, as far as I'm aware of it, it seems like it's kind of unheard of for college students just to get that tour and actually ask these questions to people that work there.
So the absolute peak for me would be when we visited the ICRC, the International Committee of the Red Cross. It was just fascinating to see the work they do providing relief to all parties in war zones, and they're really just there to serve the people.
We were able to spend some time going around the different monuments and different other cool buildings in DC, so that's cool just because of the history that's there. But we also were able to connect with a lot of UVU alumni that were there.
I was able to make personal connections, to network, to reach out to people and really learn more than I expected to learn.
Engaged learning is like taking that next step. Instead of just reading from a textbook or being in a classroom, you're going out into the world and meeting with officials or taking internships.
One of the reasons I thought Utah Valley University was a perfect fit for this kind of a program is that focus on engaged learning.
You're not just reading about the Director of Defense in a textbook. You're there, you're at the Defense Department, and you're hearing about the director how he's upstairs making these decisions, so you're directly engaged in what they're doing.
If the people that I met can attain those things, they're not much different from me. The trip just shaped my future plans and goals by helping me to know that I can attain that same thing with hard work and perseverance and education.
And before, I had kind of this narrow pigeonhole of where I thought I wanted to go. And this trip very much opened up what directions I could see myself going and being successful and being happy.
If you're kind of on the fence about wanting to get involved with this program, just go ahead and take the intro class or sit down, shoot Ryan Vogel an email. He's someone that's always happy to sit down with students.
I think that the big thing for students wanting to engage in this area is just to take that first step, get involved, just do a lot of things. There's a journal that we have, there's a club that we have, there are a lot of different classes.
This program has changed my life, and it's helped me find my personal direction where I want to go.